Deep in the snowy silence of Tibet stands the Barkhang Monastery, a sacred haven now caught in chaos. Lara must uncover 5 ancient prayer wheels to unlock the path to the catacombs of the Talion. But danger stalks every shadow as Bartoli's men clash with warrior monks in the race for the dagger of Xian. So we are at Barkhang Monastery. So the goal here is to collect 5 prayer wheels, and I remember this from the original Tomb Raider 2. The 5 prayer wheels to unlock into the door because they're missing, because the rest are in, but the remaining 5 are missing. It gives you access to a room which you can then slot in the Seraph artifact that you have, which you collected from the deck in the wreck of the Maria Doria. So we're gonna make our way through. Oh, hello. Well, we got a firefighter going on here. Oh, I learnt the hard way in the original Tomb Raider 2. Do not engage at all, right? You wait until both sides are dead or one side's dead, and then deal accordingly. So, one monk is dead now, right? The bad guy is dead, so there's 2 monks remaining. It's just best to let them fight it out, and then if the enemy still lives and the monks are all dead, that's when you dispatch them, because I learnt the hard way where in the original version of Tomb Raider 2, I happened to try to like engage him with guns to help him out, because I was like, I feel bad like not helping him out. Lara automatically aims not just at the enemies but at the monks as well. So that ends up being a shit show for her, because what happened was I accidentally shot one of the monks and there was like 6 or 7 monks after me after that, because when you shoot one, all of them come after you, and within minutes I was dead. So I learnt the hard way. Don't engage. Wait for the enemies to kill each other, or wait for the monks and the Bartoli's men to kill each other, and then whoever survives, if it's the good guys, deal with them. Sorry, not deal with them. Silly me. What do you mean deal with them? What am I saying? Not deal with them, but like ignore them and go about your way. If they're the bad guys, dispatch them. And that's it. And then pick up all the goodies they give you. Because why not? And trust me, they're going to be giving me a lot of goodies. I've noticed they're giving me like two items in one go. So that's actually a good thing. So I'm going to make my way here. And then here. Oh. Hello, hello, hello. Where you are, mate? Ooh. Bad crow. Where's the other one? Huh? Where are you? Oh, there you are. He couldn't figure out where he wanted to go. There we are. Pests and all. Alright. Oh, no, no. Oh. My god, seriously? I was meant to walk forward. I somehow jumped to the left. Let's do that without stupidness on my part. Alright. I was meant to actually like jump forward because I know that like I want to get to that window, and that window is breakable. But you can tell like there's a huge difference in detail. Like if you do the old school, it don't look like much. The new, there's a bit more detail to it. Quite nice. To those who are not new to the channel, welcome back. You know, I am going to try my best to get through all of Tomb Raider 2. Lately, there's been some gaps in me uploading. The only reasonable excuse I have is it's been ridiculously hot. And it's been difficult to film because of it. So, I'm hoping it's alright, but I think in the weekend coming up, it's going to be 32 degrees, so I'm hoping it's not too bad, or it's manageable. If not, I'll try to make it work. Oh, hello, mate. The fact he takes so much ammo just to deal with, my god. Alright. But what I was going to say was, I'll try my best to upload as best I can. If the weather becomes unbearable, then do apologize. Like, I'll apologize. I apologize now in advance. So, hello, monk. Oh, oh, hey. Ooh, what is going on? Is it a Fabio lookalike? Yes, a Fabio lookalike. He does a lot of damage with his gun. I don't know why. An Uzi? I think he's a bigger Uzi. Go on, get him, monks. Oh, yeah, he did. See, look how much goodies he's dropping. So pretty. Thank you. So, yeah, I'm just gonna check. I think I have to go this way anyway. Wait, is there a key here? Okay, there's a no. I like the detail they've got of this place, to be honest. It's actually pretty nice. But as I was saying prior, I like I said, I do apologize for the delayment of uploading. I'm going to try my best to stick to 2 videos a week, as I said. But obviously, the UK weather has made it very difficult to record in that sort of condition. As you may know, houses in the UK do not have air conditioning units like American houses do. And also, our houses in the UK predominantly are insulated to trap heat. So, furthermore, what does that mean? That means whenever it's hot, we are going to be cooking like a rotisserie chicken in a supermarket. It's a personal steam room, basically. Because of the insulation in the houses to trap the heat, it doesn't... they didn't plan ahead for the fact that when we get summers, we get very hot summers, and yeah, so we have to roast and bake in our own homes. Wonderful, isn't it? And to those all around the world, like, there are some that have come from many countries to live in the UK or to stay in the UK for a bit for whatever reason, and then have realized, they were like, oh, why are they complaining? Oh god, why are they complaining about British weather? Little do they realize when they actually come to the UK to deal with UK weather, our heat hits different. Let's just say, I wish we did have dry heat, but we don't. So, I mean, I don't live in London. I live slightly outside of London. But those who do live in London, well, I feel sorry for them because London's buildings are quite narrow and like very condensed. So you can imagine how much heat builds up. And with all the traffic and pollution, that adds furthermore discomfort. And then don't even get me started with the London Underground. They are just tubes of hot death. That's all they are, right? The fact like the Circle Line, the Piccadilly Line, the Marble Arch, Piccadilly Line, Victoria Line, Central Line, District Line, all of those lines, right, that are London Underground, not the Elizabeth Line, are terrible, as in they don't have decent air conditioning at all. And I'm getting sucked in. No, let me go. I demand you let me go this instant. God damn it. I want out. Let me out. Lara, you can swim against the current, god damn it. Swim against it. Let me go. Thank god. Jeez, man. Oh, a pain in the arse or what? Alright, besides that bit of a annoyance. So, as I was saying, like, those who live in the London Underground, it's bad. Because, like, that have access to London Underground is really bad. It's not well air-conned. Like, it's a hot tin of death. So, people have fainted and all sorts, right? Like, yeah, you can have water and keep hydrated as best you can, and people have portable fans. I mean, but sometimes there's been cases where people have been stuck because the train's broken down. But not much you can do about it. I almost died there, but I had to be very careful I didn't get smushed. Smish-mush? Mish-mush? And yay! Okay. I don't think there's any more. Oh no, never mind. I spoke too soon. Ah, jeez. Ah, bollocks. Never mind. Let me see my supplies, actually. Relatively alright. Like I said, I'm not going to engage the monks at all. That'd be stupid of me. I'm going to let the monks and Bartoli's men fight it out. Obviously, if they happen to kill all the monks, because the monks don't attack me unless I attack them. So, I'm not going to bother with them. Only if someone's... Eh? Oh, he didn't last very long, did he? Alright, before all of that, I'm gonna push this out of the way first. There is a prayer wheel in the next room. I'm not gonna get it yet. Like I said, there's like 5 in total, and it's like the amount of traps. My god. Like, yeah, they're guarding it good, but Bartoli's men are not gonna bother doing it the right way like Lara would, to like honor the traditions. They're just gonna be like, yes, screw it, we'll shove a stick of dynamite or throw a grenade at it. Job done. They're gonna try to blast their way through. So, but you know what? I found out something interesting, right? So, I don't know why I thought this, but this was stupid on my part. So, when I played the original Tomb Raider 2, I always thought that Lara's journey to Tibetan like mountains and whatnot, right, to get to Barkhang Monastery, was to get the dagger of Xian. But it's actually not. So, how I came to that conclusion, I don't know. I'm very stupid because of that. So I'm gonna correct myself. I found out. Okay, watching the cutscene from the very beginning, where you saw the Dragon King Emperor. We don't know what dynasty era, Chinese dynasty era that was from, right? But he seemed a very powerful emperor. He had the abilities of the dragon, and his dragon army were like obviously ripping and tearing everyone apart, right? Obviously the monks banded, obviously, like, because, you know, instability of the land, chaos, and obviously the lack of balance of yin and yang, they wanted to restore order again, right? Fair game, I give them that. So the dude who was injured, who had an arrow in his knee, that was like blatantly like an Easter egg for Skyrim. But how I did not clock onto that. Maybe Skyrim took it from that, maybe, who knows. But what happened is, so let me, is there another dude? I'm gonna grab my guns. Oh, okay, yes there was. Oh my god. Jesus Christ, that scared the shit out of me. Oh, you Fabio bastard. Stupid bastard. Oh, is that what the music was about for? Okay. Okay. Alright. So, minus the that Fabio lookalike gave me almost a heart attack. As I was saying, so the monks managed to like defeat the Dragon King Emperor and reduce his army to like nothing, because obviously they were only powerful because they inherited the Emperor's draconic powers, right? And the Emperor was a mighty dragon, a red dragon per se, but I guess it depends on the aura of someone, depending what color dragon they'd be. But maybe, but that's just my theory, it's not an actual fact. So this is what I think. So after they defeated the Emperor, and obviously took the dagger and whatnot, they returned the dagger to the Temple of Xian, which was underneath the Great Wall, right? In the first level that we did, we come across like the temple door, right? Now, the funny thing with that is, they returned the dagger, and there was some purple aura that consumed the 2 monks. I reckon the dagger's cursed anyway, right? I reckon putting it back in like the pedestal with the dragon head in the cutscene I reckon it may have been booby-trapped or cursed, so that when they did return it, they were consumed. Like soul and body and all, right? Consumed by some dark entity, right? So, they put it back. So at this moment right now, the Dagger of Xian is currently at the Temple of Xian, which is buried underneath the Great Wall, right? So you're wondering, why is Lara at Barkhang Monastery then if the dagger's there? So why is she here? So I found out that Lara is making her way to the temple, Barkhang Monastery, that is, right? She has a seraphim. So the monk said in a diving area that they were using cleansing prayers and ritual prayers and cleansing wheels, right? Which are the prayer wheels, right? In order to subdue it. The thing that they're trying to subdue is like the aura of what we're trying to get. Now, it's not the Dagger of Xian we're trying to get. Our whole mission right now, to go through, obviously, Tibetan foothills, Barkhang Monastery, Catacombs of the Talion, and then Ice Palace, is to get the doorknob to the temple. That's what your mission is. I was a bit surprised because I forgot. I mean, don't get me wrong, I've played Tomb Raider 2, right? Back in the day. But I just couldn't remember what happened. I don't know why. I just don't remember what happened in Ice Palace. Like, it was just, even though it's a big thing, I mean, there's an actual boss fight. I think the only times we've had a boss, dealing with a boss thing, was the 2 T-Rexes in the Great Wall that we dealt with. Right, that was kind of semi-bossy sort of thing. Then the big massive mob dude with 2 massive shotguns, and he was like beefed up on roids. That was at Opera House. And then yeah, that's it so far. So I think there's a few more bosses. I think there was like two, maybe 3 more bosses, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna avoid them. Let them fight it out. Oh, you know, he's dead. He's very, very dead. He's very, very dead. Oh, yep, showdown galore. What is he doing? As you can see, like, they're breaking physics at this point. Alright, he's dead. Right. Let me pick this up. Yeah. Just one of those days, I guess, eh? He's not doing too well, though, unfortunately. Oh, no! Oh, can I grab the goodies? Thank you. Because I'm like, shit, I can only see his ass. That is literally his ass cheeks. I mean, yeah, that is booty. That is a big booty that he is showing. Hello, mate. There you go. So, wait. Any other monks? Any other people? All those monks. Oh, they're dead monks. Very dead monks. Okay. Not much I can do about that, unfortunately. Right. Alright, so I got access to the lower area. That's predominantly why I wanted it, right? So, I'm gonna go do this one first. Because this one's a pain in the ass to deal with, right? Actually, not so much. It's straightforward. So, what it is, yeah. This is like bladed doors, like from the first level in Great Wall, right? As you can see. But we're not meant to go further ahead. It's blocked off anyway, right? There's like a fence. But there's 2 important items we're meant to get. And this key allows us it. And also, interesting trivia. This is where the Seraph was at. So this is where the artifact would have been housed. But it got stolen by, not Marco Bartoli, but his father, Gianni Bartoli, and his men. Because, the monk mentioned, vagabonds stole the artifact, which was, like, protecting the doorknob to the Temple of Xian. Because, to be fair, my theory with this weapon, right, is it's not a divine weapon. I reckon it's a demonic weapon. Now, my theory is that the beginning cutscene that you see with an emperor with his army. Now, I'm obviously in the Chinese dynasties, whether it's like Qin dynasty or Tang dynasty, Huan dynasty, you name it, right? Yeah, like these are the prayer wheels. So I got 5 right to get. Okay, so I reckon that because they were called, like, a lot of the emperors back in those days were like revered as gods and like the son of the dragon and stuff like that, and dragons being a draconic being like that was like immortal, powerful and almighty, and all creation was created from them, right? That's like the all-rounder sort of explanation on it. So, and the thing is, yeah, I reckon this emperor was probably, you know, almighty and, you know, justice seeking and all that, right? But something went wrong. So these boxes, if I do move them, they are secrets, but it's only ammunition, which I'm not overly fussed about. So I reckon that this emperor, or supposed emperor, right, at the time, had... Oh, shit. Well, balls. Alright, so I think this emperor supposedly had someone create him this powerful artifact, or locate such a powerful artifact that was like infamous and legendary, and it was cursed, right? And obviously emperors always have like advisors in the magical and paranormal side of things. They always do. And I know I'm gonna be fucking ambushed here, so by how many? Whee! Oh my god, oh my god! Jeez, man. Look at that. Are they all lined up so bloody weird? God. Yeah, they're defying gravity and physics at this point. Where's all the goodies at? Right. No? Alright, that's it, I guess. Oh well. What? Oh, let me. Oh my god, now. Okay, I definitely need some medikit. There we are. Alright. I reckon the Emperor must have got someone to either make him the dagger or find the dagger, right? And the dagger's cursed, obviously. So I think that when in the finding of the dagger, he was warned that to use it it's got malicious like power, right? Of course, the Emperor being the Emperor, like probably was in the midst of being defeated by an enemy. I reckon that's probably what led his desperation, or maybe his rule or grasp was under threat. So he needs something to give him an edge so that he could rule with an iron fist. And obviously didn't listen or heed the words of his fellow Taoist monks about the artifact. So, but him not listening, usual, because some people in power sometimes are either, you know, just cause and they are decent, or they are very ambitious and power hungry and ruthless and become tyrants. So I reckon he did probably heed it to a certain point and say, yeah, don't worry, I'll take extra precautions, but little did he realize, I think he was slowly becoming under the influence of the power. So, like, and I think he founded the cult, the Black Flame cult. Or maybe the Black Flame cult was like an ancient cult that existed predating the Emperor, like finding the dagger and whatnot, because the dagger must be old. It's either been created, right, or it's existed as is. But you know what? I've got a feeling, right? What I've got a feeling about is that the dagger itself It's the eye that has the gem, right? So I reckon it's probably the gem that's cursed. Like maybe it's the dragon's eye or something like that, and they made it into the dagger. Because the dagger says, oh, you know, he who believes can be turned into a dragon. So I reckon the gem in the eye of the dragon has the ability to turn people into dragons, right? This is my theory on it. It's not facts or anything. So I reckon because of that, they turned it into a dragon dagger. Because obviously emperors represent dragons or golden phoenixes and all that, so they probably just did that. That's like another theory on it. But unbeknownst to them that the gem is cursed, and obviously like he didn't take heed on it though, did he? Nope. Learned the lesson the hard way though, because obviously like his men, driven insane by the power, they became corrupt by it. And obviously the monks then realized that the emperor no longer had control, lost complete control to it, and then had to then just be like, okay, we're just gonna have to deal with it ourselves. And let's see, storage room key. Okay. So and that's what they probably did. Not much they could have done about it though, to be honest. I mean, what could they have done? Nothing much, to be honest. Oh no, not this way. This way! I do like the small details, like with the candles, with the little artifacts. It looks very nice, like, you know, I like the detail that they put in here. Oh, hello. What is this? A key. A key to what? Oh, is it the key to the room with the blades, I bet? That wouldn't surprise me. Alright. There we go. It leads to here. But as I'm going to say, I'm going to just give everyone a reminder. If you do like this content, or if you do like this video in particular, you know, drop that thumbs up. Because I really do appreciate it if you can, because it shows support to my channel, and it shows that you actually like this video. And I appreciate each and every one of you that does show support by, you know, hitting that like button. And also, if you want to stay in tune and be notified of when I release more content or posts on YouTube, please subscribe, because it does actually help. Ah, too close. Too close. How are you doing this? Yeah. Alright. Like I said, if you want to be notified of when I'm going to release more content, or when I release posts ASAP, hitting that subscribe button does help, because it'll keep you notified of when I release any new content. And it shows appreciation and support to my channel. So, thank you so much for my TED Talk. And there's a massive firefight going on. God knows what the hell they doing. Oh. Okay. Okay. I'm not questioning that. No? Okay. I just have to pull this lever then. So, yeah, like I said, the emperor must have just become corrupted by the power, and that the monks had to stop him from being consumed by it. And they did. But it came at a huge price. And now to this day, there are still people wanting to go after the dagger of Xian. Solely for its power. Now, they must have obviously heard of this rumor or legend. Because, like, rumors, like legends and myths, obviously come in some various forms of lore, or like in tapestry, or in artifacts, or in etchings or drawings, and like caves, or like buildings, or like artifacts that will describe of such things. So yeah, so I'm always curious with that. But that's what I think anyway. I mean, you know, actually comment down below what you think the history of the Black Flame cult is, because they obviously pre-existed long before. So what made them all of a sudden come out now? What was their end goal? And what dynasty or Chinese like dynasty era was that in the cutscene prior of like the emperor using the dagger on himself? And also comment whether you think that it's the who created the dagger, or whether the dagger is a demonic weapon, or whether it's not the dagger that possesses the power, but the gem that's in the eye of the dragon that possesses the power and ability to morph anyone that into a dragon, and maybe possesses a soul of an ancient dragon being, but has malevolent intentions. So yeah, comment down below, let me know what your thoughts are, whether this theory of mine that I've come up with is interesting or not, because I love to know about many theories and questions about the game, because there is a lot of gaps within Tomb Raider 2 storyline, as in like a lot of the cult, a lot of the history with the dagger, the Barkhang Monastery and stuff like that, right? Let me know, tell me what you guys and girls think. Comment down below with your thoughts, your opinions, and your versions of the theory, and what it could be, what couldn't be, and what is and what isn't. Because it does shed some interesting light to the overall game of Tomb Raider 2. So, we're going to be back to the game. I need to focus. Oh god. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Why did you have to kill the guy in the middle? Stupid. Oh. Yeah, I died. Never mind, but yeah, I'm not too far off anyway. So, it seems, do I have... Yes, I have both the gems, okay. Hold on a minute. Okay. So we've got the gems. Hopefully I won't die again. But I don't know why they killed that guy in the middle of them. Like, what the hell were you thinking? I might have to just completely dodge that and not bother picking up the Uzi ammo, because it's not worth dying over it. Ugh, stupid. Stupidness. But as I said, I like the detail. Look. It's like that. But this is like that. You know, a lot of difference. I mean, personally, my favorite game, like, has to be Tomb Raider 4. I know what people think. I mean, the trilogy is good in itself in its own ways. Like, 3 does really branch out, like, many outfits, many areas. You know, you pretty much go all around the world in Tomb Raider 3. 4, I know you're predominantly in Egypt, but I love the puzzles. I really do. The puzzles, the story, the landscapes, the history, all of that. Love it. Alright, how long have I been taking? Okay. Let's try to... Let me see how many... I have 3, so I've got 2 more prayer wheels to get. Alright. And I should be done. And then I should get to the next level like that. If I don't get killed or set on fire, because knowing my luck, I probably would. Right. The dude's dead in the middle of... But like, what baffles me is the monks can actually walk through those traps without being harmed. I'm like, what? Nope. Not worth it. I learnt my lesson. I thought maybe I could do it. No. Alright, luckily I saved it here anyway. So, all good. I'm not doing it. It's not worth it. Trust me, it's not worth it at all. But what did I get? Okay. Where else is the... There's that trap door that has it, I believe. Alright, been there. Haven't been here yet. Oh, and the bloody traps. Oh yeah, I remember that. Oh my god. Right, let me do this first. A lot just to get 2 more prayer wheels, I'll tell you that. For a fact. Not impressed. Not one bit. Let's hope I don't set myself on fire. Because that won't be fun at all. Right. Also, I know there's a... From what I remember, there's a secret behind this statue. Well, I will get it once I've made my way down. And once I've done what I needed to do here. I do like the textures that they've put on this model of the Buddha statue. Really unique. Like, very, very unique. It's meant to be like gold folds, I guess, but like, the texture's mesmerizing. Alright. Doobity-doo-doo-doo! Yay! Okay, let's open that. Yeah, I'm saving for a good reason. Although, I don't know how the monks would take to me climbing on their statue like that. I don't... In real life, if tourists did that, you'd get lynched, but... I guess in a video game, and Lara is an exception, I guess? Well, this is a video game, so yeah. There's a golden dragon. A smiling golden dragon? Golden dragon. Right. Let me check. I've got the first secret, okay. I'm gonna ignore that for the time being, the trapdoor. I'm gonna do that last. It's an easy thing, so I'd rather do an easy one last. But before I do any of that, there's another secret here that I want to get. So. Whee! Down here. I think when I used to play the original, I made the mistake of draining the water and then realizing there was an opening here. And then I realized I had to look at a walkthrough because I didn't know what it was, because obviously the 3D panning of the camera didn't exist at that point in the original version of Tomb Raider 2. Obviously in the remastered version they've added it. Allows you to take screenshots and stuff, which is interesting. Or allows you to see the level layout, which is nice as well. Yeah, so I am trying to get most of the secrets as well. Best I can. They're the last ones in here. Oh, what? What? Whoa, ow! Bloody hell. The art of ass kicking, man, I swear. Look how many monks there are. Like, if I shot one of them, they would rush me big time, man. I'll get jumped by a dozen of them. I'll be doomed. Even with all my guns and ammunition, so there's no point. And besides, if they're not... Whoop! They're not doing any damage to me, so I'm not gonna bother. Alright, this is gonna be fun because I don't think I'm gonna survive much for this. Yep. No, I'm dead. No, okay. Did it? Okay, so it's longer on the left side rather than the right side. Okay. I survived that. Bloody hell. Alright. Nope. Oh. Stupid mistake. I was meant to do this way. I was meant to climb this way. Basically, I was meant to run like that. Yeah, don't ask why. I find this so stupid. They got this. Trapdoors. One secret. Oh, never mind, I'm dead. Whoop! Thank God. Oh my God. Crazy, man. Crazy. I didn't ask you to go back, Lara. I wanted you to do roll. Oh, no, never mind. I walked too close to it. I'm an idiot. There we are. Ooh, lots of ammo. I love when you collect secrets, they give you a ton of ammo and stuff like that. So, technically, all 3 secrets are done. I might not get all the pickups, to be honest. Because I suck at that. I honestly suck at it. Run! Right. That is the trapdoor key. Actually, let me check how long. Alright. I've got 2 more prayer wheels to get. It shouldn't take too long, hopefully. Alright. I believe I can see a prayer wheel in there. So, I can't access it because it's a pushable block, and obviously you can't push blocks underwater. So I reckon you're gonna have to drain the water somehow. How? I don't know, to be honest. So we're just gonna go here and put the trapdoor key in, and we should be good to go. I must admit, I do like the details, because like if you go in the old school way, like it's not much. It's very bland, but then you go to the new, like the updated graphics, it looks really nice. I'm very impressed. Truly impressed. Right, the trapdoor goes here. Okay, that's very weird. I'll open the door for that. They don't be alone. Oh, oh. Seems to ignore me a lot though. Bloody hell. I think they spawn more out of nowhere, to be honest. Anyway, I've opened the door anyway, so more monks can come and assist if necessary. I mean, I know it doesn't seem like I'm talking much. I am kind of focusing as well because this does take time to focus. And like, I tried to work out how long the level is, so I had to work it out. I was thinking whether I should do it in 1 or 2 parts. But I think I can do it in 1 or 2. I can do it in 1 part rather than 2 in under an hour. So about 55 maybe minutes. I've only got 2 more. Actually, I only got 1 more. No. 2 more. I think. Yeah, 2 more prayer wheels to get. Because there's only 5 in total. So yeah. Although the puzzles and traps are very interesting in Barkhang Monastery. Although they're going to get a hell of a lot interesting once we hit Catacombs of Talion. Why does this gun do so much damage compared to mine? Cheating bastard. And then Lara's is just like pea shooters, man. Right. I'm gonna try. Well, the birds are annoying as hell. Oh yeah. I like how they filmed the same space, innit? Yep. He's there chilling out. Okay, so he's not acting crazy. Thankfully, I haven't. Because the thing is, if I was, like I said, if I was to shoot at least one of these monks in any part of the monastery, right? That will make every monk turn against me. Every single monk. It's like they have telepathy and be like, she shot at me! Kill her! And then I get lynched. Game over. Basically. Right. And then here's another prayer wheel, and then I just got 1 more to get, and that's it. Well, I do notice that the prayer wheels are written, so they're not written in Hindi, they're written in ancient Sanskrit. Because Buddhism actually branched off from Hinduism. Oddly enough. Sikhism also branched off from Hinduism. But like one of the ancient languages of Hinduism is Sanskrit. And here's a trivia. An ancient language that's still spoken today that is 3,000 years old is Tamil. 3,000-year-old language still spoken to this day. Yep. And when I found that out, because I was just like researching languages and stuff like that, just interested about Sanskrit. And when I came across that Tamil is actually a very ancient language that's still spoken today, I was quite surprised. Yep. That's why I think languages and cultures are very important to keep alive. Not all traditions. Some are questionable that would involve like bad things. But the ones that were like beautiful and welcoming and opening to all, those I prefer. Now, there's a huge list of really bad ones out there, obviously. But I'm not really going to go into it. But there are some really beautiful ones as well. I'm not going to go into too much detail about it, I'll just give you general consensus on it. Right. Now, since I've done that... Oh, hello. Ow. You mind? Oh, one of your brothers have fallen. Okay. But the funny thing is, his brother may... Ah! Someone behind the door. Thanks, mate. But yes, as I was saying, it's written in ancient Sanskrit. Yeah. So enough of that. But I thought I'd just give random trivia. Make this video a little bit interesting. Tidbits of interesting information. Therefore. So we're going to make our way down here. And now this is going to be where we get our last prayer wheel. Now, the thing is, I was just thinking about the video. When I do come around to doing the video on Ice Palace, it's going to be an interesting one because the jumping panels, I remember from the original game, nightmare, absolute nightmare to deal with. So I'm hoping I have what it takes to actually do it successfully. Here's hoping. And there we are, we block the water. Yay! Water blocked and water drained, and there's no more water. There we are. No water. So, because the water's drained now, you can now actually push this box. And what this box is going to hold is the last prayer wheel that we actually need. I can hear lovely traps in the background. The slamming doors and etc, etc. Wonderful. Right. Here we are. So that's the last prayer wheel. How many pickups have I got? 44 out of 49. 5 drops I would have missed. Okay. That's fine. It's not an issue. I just need to climb up now and then make my way back. And then insert the prayer wheels. And careful not to fall. Because, yeah, I'd hurt myself pretty bad. Alright. So we have all the prayer wheels. So we have all 5 prayer wheels, which is wonderful. We have the Seraph artifact with us as well. And the monks aren't doing anything to us because they don't deem us as hostile because we are not attacking them. Oh, never mind, I can't. What a weird defense that's just stopping Lara completely. It's just an invisible wall though, to be honest. But as I was saying before, we've got all the prayer wheels. We can get to the next part now. So this is going to be the next part. Right, we're almost at the end of the level. From what I remember. So we're going to insert our lovely prayer wheels. Now ideally this level can take up to an hour. It depends if you get all of the drops. That does take time. They're getting all the secrets, like the little dragon icons. They're not hard to get. They're pretty straightforward and like kind of in your face. So they're pretty easy to get. Alright, thank you for showing me the door that hasn't opened yet. Like, just show me when the door opens. Don't show me prior. Like, yeah, okay, you're showing me the door, but the door's not open yet because I haven't put the last prayer wheel in. Now you can show it open. Jeez, man, seriously. This is where the Seraph goes. It goes into this little panel here. Like, I'll show you what I mean. In that little panel, you'll see indentation of the Seraph. So, we put our little statue friend in. And a side door opens. I mean, when I first came across it, I thought something wondrous and thunderous was going to happen. Like, I don't know, earthquaking, earth shattering, something secret tunnel opening. No, it's just a side door that opens. Completely anticlimactic on that. Oh well. Anyways, here we go. And we have finished Barkhang Monastery. It did take longer than I thought, but I missed out on 5 drops. Not too bad considering. But thank you for sticking around and watching my content. Really appreciate each and every one of you. And look out for further videos. Yeah, I'll try my best, like I said, to upload, because the heat wave in England's been pretty bad, so that's why there's been a bit of slight delay in releasing videos and recording videos. So hopefully when it cools down fully, that I'll be able to record and not be roasting in my own house. Anyway, besides all of that, as the evening closes, I bid everyone a good morning, a good afternoon, and a good night. Take care, everyone, and goodbye.